Elvis is the name of a motion picture written and directed by Boz Luhrmann and starring Austin Butler. And the movie has been nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture. Let's unpack this a little bit. Did the world need another movie about Elvis Presley? In this humble opinion, no. And if you're going to do it, you have to do it differently than anybody's ever done it, or you have to tell us something we didn't know. And this movie doesn't do any of that. Boz Luhrmann wrote and directed this movie. Boz Luhrmann is known for Moulin Rouge and the remake of The Great Gatsby. Maybe it's that I don't like Boz Luhrmann's movies, but we're going to talk about this movie, Elvis, which has been nominated for a lot of different things in a lot of different places. So the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences decides what movies should be honored. That's the award. That's the Oscar, is from the Academy. The Academy is short for the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. And the Best Picture nominees are the ones that have an achievement in filmmaking. And this movie just doesn't. The script is wildly inconsistent and difficult to listen to at times. The performance of Austin Butler is amateurish at best. It probably would have been better had Boz Luhrmann gone to Vegas and got an actual Elvis impersonator. Austin Butler's performance was shallow. The movie itself claimed to be the telling of the story of Elvis from the point of view of Colonel Tom Parker. Colonel Tom Parker being Elvis's manager. This movie didn't actually do that. And they cast Tom Hanks as Colonel Tom Parker, and I thought that might be a good move if you're going to tell the story from Colonel Parker's point of view. But all we did was get to know that Colonel Parker used to be a carny, and he was a bit of a dick, and he treated Elvis like shit, and he probably ripped him off. But we knew all that. And we didn't see the telling of the Elvis story from Colonel Parker's point of view. From Colonel Parker's point of view, he found a new carny, and he exploited and exploited and exploited. And we saw some of that, but he just came off as a money-hungry jerk. We saw that he used Elvis, but we knew that he used Elvis going into the movie. This movie doesn't reveal anything new. It doesn't teach us anything new. In fact, the only thing it does do is reinforce all the negative things about Elvis and absolutely none of the positive. Elvis Presley was a groundbreaking human being that opened up an entire industry, and none of that is here. You have to bring that knowledge with you because they don't actually see that Colonel Parker was accidentally successful. The editing of this movie is terrible. Halfway through this movie, I wanted it to be over. Tom Hanks put in, for the first time in my life, not a very good performance. At no point did I ever think that I was watching Colonel Parker. I was always watching Tom Hanks in rather shitty makeup. And the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences have the gall to nominate these makeup artists for this terrible makeup. I don't get it. There is no minimum required for Best Picture. Like, you don't have to nominate 10 pictures. You nominate the best ones. This year we have 10. We shouldn't have 10. This movie should not be nominated for Best Picture. At all. Maybe costumes. it could be nominated for costumes. Certainly not for screenplay. Certainly not for makeup. Certainly not for acting. It's like they lose their mind every now and then. But to my thinking, if you go through my entire list of these nominated movies, you'll quickly see which ones I feel are worthy of nomination and which ones are not. And to be blunt, this one is not. Did you enjoy this movie? See, I didn't. I can watch bad movies and be entertained. This bad movie didn't even entertain me. It just annoyed me. What did you think of this movie? Because I just don't have anything else to say about it, except that it shouldn't even be here and we shouldn't even be talking about it. So what was your favorite movie about Elvis? If you want to watch a good movie about Elvis, the 1979 John Carpenter movie, also entitled Elvis, starring Kurt Russell as Elvis, is far superior to this version of Elvis. So that's it for me. Let me know what you think the best Elvis movie is, and whether or not you liked this one, and whether you think, if you did like it, whether you think it's worthy of nominating for Best Picture. Okay? I'm going to do a review of each of the Best Picture nominees, with the exception of one. There is one that I will not see in time for the Academy Awards. Elvis is a thumbs down from me. Let me know what you think. I'm Sean. This is Sean's Take on Things, and that's a wrap.